Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing marvellously. This video is to help you to stop sucking at Slayer and to get some of those tasty W's. We're here watching Sentinels against G2, HCS Anaheim on Bazaar Elimination Quarterfinals. So hopefully I'll be pulling out some things here that will help you to get more wins on Slayer and rank up. Okay. So some things I'm going to point out are some things to do with the sandbox and when and how to push. Alright, so here we go. Start of the clip. I'm going to be pausing this video and we're going to be coming in and out listening to their comms. There you see Gilkey backed off rather than try and take that fight with Frosty. And Frosty backed off too. He knows it's not the right time to push.
But it seems like the form is starting to come back. Let's jump straight into an Astro listening now with Sentinels to see what the comms are like.
I'm holding for shocks.
Hold here for shocks. Make sure you grab nades.
Wait for PJ to get shocks.
Wait for PJ to get shocks.
You guys, do we have dynamos? Do we have dynamos?
Not yet.
Soon. Okay, let me know because I have spikes. We'll nuke their BR.
We have dynamos now.
Absolutely fascinating comms there. So what you can see that Sentinels are doing is they're prioritizing grenades. Have you thought about that before in Slayer? Whether you and your team have the grenades before you make a push. So Frosty, I've got spikes, and then he's like, wait for PJ to get shocks, wait for PJ to get dynamos. Has anyone got dynamos? PJ's got dynamos. Okay, now they're preparing to push. They're stacking their advantages. They're stacking the firepower they've got before they push in and try and crush G2.
Now?
Hold on.
You just tell me when.
Wait.
I think Frosty even said just a second ago, I have spikes, we can nuke their BR. So they are probably aware that there is a player in the BR, that cafe area right in front of you there on the screen. And one of the ways you can quote-unquote nuke it is for the people in the market to throw the shocks in, and then the person who's top rockets to pop round to the other side of top rockets by the pillars and throw spikes into that little ledge there above the orange jump-up box. You know the one I mean.
They're rocket side?
Yeah, rocket side.
On their steps into their BR, they're gonna try to kill
Two
me.
rockets on me. I can't help.
One shot.
Another thing there, really key, particularly if you're a newer player to Halo. As soon as Frosty saw two players, he backed off. No question. Even though he's got a bulldog, he's not going to take that fight. He's going to back off. He's going to let his team know that they're there, and he's going to live to fight another day.
He's weak their trench.
Okay, yeah, guys, they're trying to bully me rocket side. You guys can bully. You guys can bully tree or BR if you want.
They're trying to bully me, rockets. Someone stop them bullying me. You know what he means. So if there's two rockets, what Frosty's saying to the other guys is that there's two rockets on me, which means there's three of you somewhere else with only two other players. So you can bully in other areas of the map. You can push in other areas if they're pushing me rockets. What Frosty's doing there is he's thinking about the map as a whole rather than just the location where he is. There's two here. No, he's actually thinking, hang on, if there's two here, then there's only two somewhere else and there's three of you in other places. So you have the numerical advantage in other segments of the map. Damn.
Already. They're trying to bully me.
They're weak in their BR.
Lol.
20 seconds, Ovi, guys. They're double.
Did you hear that call out from Coach Royal One there? 20 seconds to Ovi, guys. So he's giving them a 20-second warning. So I would advise that you have at least 20 seconds to set up for overshield in your Slayer matches. Any objective game, 20 seconds to set up for that power-up. Gives you some time to get to the location to try and secure it. So begin thinking about that overshield 20 seconds before it pops up. Not 10 seconds, not 5 seconds. At least 20.
They're doubles.
Just going to pop it back here.
They're trying to bully me.
Hello.
20 seconds.
Here we can see Snakebite flying up like some kind of Spartan Superman with a grapple hook. It's likely, we know he had shock nades, so it's likely that he has pre-shock naded their BR, their cafe, their den, whatever you want to call it. And now he's flying up in there to finish off those weak players. Lethal, who's in lockers there, just above that Astro Listening advertisement, just above that Astro Listening sign on the screen there, has probably been pre-nading as well as shooting. Couldn't see that because we were over with Frosty, but that is likely to be what happened.
Ovi, guys.
They're doubles.
I'm here, PJ. Nice, PJ. 2 dead. Let's.
So they just called out 2 dead. So Frosty knows that if he sees someone over here, which he does, he sees Sab.
3. Nice.
3 dead now. He knows that Sab is completely on his own. So he can chase without fear of losing his life. So normally in Halo, you don't want to drop down. You don't want to chase because you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position. But Frosty here knows that he can chase without being cleaned up. So that's why he chooses to drop down and to do that.
Guys, come back for us quick. PJ, come back.
They just killed Tusk. Royal 2 is the one who lost his life to kill Tusk, but that's fine. Now we can see the score is 10-3. It was 6-2 when we started this clip. Sentinels team wiped G2 there. Such good play. They played fantastically there as a team. They stacked their advantages in terms of grenades. They timed their push well. And what they were doing is they were keeping track of how many of the opposition had been slain. So they were saying 2 dead, 3 dead. And they just called out Tusk just there as well. You heard Tusk's the only one left, and then they killed Tusk as well. Royal 2 killed Tusk. So what they're doing is they're even by name memorizing who on the other team is alive or dead, and really trying to focus on, okay, well, these people have all died, da-da-da-da-da-da. They're incredibly aware of what's going on in the map as a whole, not just their own little 1v1. And I think that is the difference between players who aren't so good at Halo and players who are incredible at Halo. It's being able to track what's going on in the kill feed, what's going on the scoreboard, who's where, who's died, and where advantages can be pushed or not. So if you want to improve on Slayer, I highly, highly recommend just those couple of things. Stack your advantages in terms of grenades as a team as well, and push as a team. So if you want to improve at Slayer, those are a couple of things that will set you apart. Stacking advantages, particularly in terms of grenades and ammunition on the map, and keeping track of that kill feed and that scoreboard, what's happening and where you can push your advantage. The same is true on Aquarius. For example, if you have got control of the middle of the map, you've got control of the dynamo nades, and you've got control of the plasma nades, you've got control of the needler, and you've got control of the heat wave. So if you can control the middle of the map, you stack up on your ammunition and your resources, and then you push into the opponent's base. You slay them out, and then you push back to the middle of the map, replenish your resources, and then again push the opponent's base. So it's all about taking the middle of the map first to get the resources, and then if you can do that, living long enough so that the resources respawn, and then pushing that next base. A couple more little tidbits of information for you now. Please subscribe if you've seen a few videos on this channel already, by the way. It would make my heart sing. Let's finish this clip and get some more killer tips.
Come back.
I'm already grapples up as well, guys.
Let me get this. Yeah, they're tree.
Well, you can see the
Grapples up as well, guys. So they're keeping track of the equipment. That's something I didn't mention earlier. The equipment is so key in this game. Again, it's the same as grenades. It's stacking your advantages. Try and keep track of it. The equipment respawns every minute. So once you take it, it's back every minute. The dynamo nades, I think that's every 30 seconds or every minute. Please comment down below if you know for sure. I'm going to do some research into this. 2 more things that you'll notice there. Firstly, plain and simple, they've all got a ruddy mic. They're all communicating. It's so helpful to communicate, push as a team, and have a plan. So, oh my gosh, if you want to improve at this game, get a mic. And number 2 is related, and that is you'll notice that their comms were really clean and concise. No crazy shouting, no one was swearing, no one was trash talking one another or being toxic. They were a team trying to go for the win. A very profound ancient proverb says, if a house is divided against itself, that house cannot stand. Damn, that's wise. So if you're hating on one another in your team, you're probably gonna lose. By the way, that quote was from the Lord Jesus himself. Boom. So there we go. There's a few tips for you on how to win at Slayer. I hope those things help you to improve. Some things to think about there. Work on in your game. Let me know if you've got any other ideas about how to win Slayer games. Any profound, poignant tips that would be useful for this community. And hey, if you suck at Oddball and you want to get better, then this video in the top left right now is for you. And if you suck at CTF, the video in the bottom left is for you. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day. I've been the Halo Doctor. See you soon. Good night.